Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. We are zooming back into the Halal Metropolis. This is our second season of connecting with the um, Muslim community in Southeast Michigan and just chatting about, how the COVID-19 pandemic, has affected them or how they're reacting to the pandemic. And today we have Ray. She is a TikTok star with 3 million likes. That is insane. She covers a range of different topics from political issues and Islamophobia. She has sort of comedic content as well. She's a martial artist and a personal trainer, which is sort of also integrated into her TikTok. And I'm really looking forward to our conversation today. So Ray, let us know how you're doing.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be a part of this. I really like what you guys are doing, especially for, Michigan, the Muslim community, everything like that. So it's super cool. But I'm not a TikTok star.
3 million likes, come on. Um,
It's nothing, man. Some of these 16-year-olds have like 100,000 or 100 million likes. Like, it's not a big deal. But thank you for having me nonetheless.
yeah, I think it's a big deal. But yeah, thank you for being here. So talk to us a little bit about your TikTok story.
Yeah, so I've only been on it for like a year. I don't really like take it super seriously. It's kind of just a thing that I always did for fun. And I think that's the best way to like approach it. It's the most authentic. And for me, it started out of boredom. I was like in my last semester of college, most of my friends had already graduated. And so I would spend a lot of my time alone in between my classes, and I just be on my phone in my car and I just be making these videos, not expecting anything of it.
Yeah, I mean, could you have ever imagined what it grew to?
I don't know because not really, because like I didn't feel like I had what a lot of other people did. Where you know, growing up, like I feel like there's so many people who like stick to one theme, and also I feel like I never really saw hijabis like gaining followings or anything like that. Like I just didn't see myself as one of those like social media people.
Mhm.
And I think that's the unique thing about TikTok, and we could talk more about that, or like what makes it different, because I think that like pretty much anybody can pick up a camera and go viral. Like I think we all know somebody who's had a video that's gone viral in some capacity because of how like easy it is just to get on that For You page.
Yeah, I mentioned in the beginning some of the topics you talk about, but I'd love for you to elaborate more and talk more about the content you create.
Right. Yeah. So, like I said, it started off, I was just bored. And then slowly I started gaining a following. It's been a little bit over a year, but really most of the like followers and likes have happened within the last few months. But majority of it was like very slow. And then, there was a point where I had like 20,000 followers, and I was like really starting to put some thought into the videos I was making. A lot of it was like about Islam and about wearing the hijab. And then slowly I started dipping into other topics like human trafficking. I had done a human trafficking awareness workshop. And so I really just did like 3 or 4 videos on what I had learned in that workshop. And that was kind of like one of the first times I had been viral. Those videos, I think total had like about 1 million views. Um, and it was really like that first taste of like what I could be doing to help others. And then slowly I started talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. I started talking about the Muslim community and our responsibility to listen to the Black members of our community. And when they say that there's racism in the mosques, we need to listen to them and we need to address it and be better. And even homophobia within the Islamic community. And then I think the most recent thing was the self-defense, where I was like, previously, I had been a trainer, I had been a martial arts instructor, and then quarantine hit, and I had to stop teaching self-defense at a miskid. I had to stop teaching, you know, being a personal trainer at Red Effect. And then I was just so bored and I missed it. And I had done some things like on my Snapchat with my friends where I would basically like show workout videos and give them ideas.
Mhm.
And then I started putting it on TikTok.
Yeah, it's an amazing journey, and
It's all over the place, I know.
No, well, I mean, I think that's what's so unique about your account. It addresses such a range of different issues. Um, I liked what you said about holding our own community accountable, Muslim community, when it comes to
Yeah,
issues like race. That's just so incredibly powerful. I learned so much about human trafficking from your TikTok
yeah.
videos. I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's an issue that's not understood.
And Michigan is top 10 states for human trafficking, considering the border with Canada. It is like, and the fact that we have an international airport, it is a huge problem at home that we need to be taking more seriously. And I think it was just this year or the year before, was it, where there was a girl who had been like, I
Mm.
think she was trafficked, and then they found her all the way in Arizona or something like that.
It's
And
heartbreaking.
yeah,
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And yeah, so I thank you for covering those issues. What do you think TikTok gives people during this time of separation and social distancing?
I think it's like any form of entertainment. It's what you make of it. I think it could give people, it could give people a lot of valuable knowledge, and then it could also just give you something to do while you're bored. And for me, I think the coolest thing is connecting with people.
Mhm.
Like I've gotten so many messages from people like asking about Islam or asking about like, oh, I want to start martial arts because of you, or oh, my parents said no to me starting martial arts, but when I showed them your videos, they said okay because they saw another Muslim girl doing it. And so that is like the thing that I like about TikTok is the way it connects people in a time where we're supposed to be isolated.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I sort of love the representation you bring to martial arts, being a Muslim woman wearing a hijab. It's incredible.
Thank
Uh,
you.
yeah, I want to
If
also
only I was good. No, I'm kidding.
come on. You're fantastic.
I'm joking.
If you weren't good, you wouldn't have 3 million likes. um, physical fitness is, I think, something a lot of people, in one way, struggled with during the pandemic because during certain times gyms were closed. And in other ways, it was, I think, a lot of people made it also a priority because they had maybe a little more extra time in their hands. Talk
Yeah.
to me more about physical fitness during the pandemic.
Well, yeah, for me personally, I was crazy in the beginning of that pandemic because I'm a very active person. I love the gym. And it really struck me the way that like all these gyms are closed, but the fast food places are always open. There was not a single day where McDonald's was closed. And it made me sad because, understanding like the surface level of public health, I know obesity is one of the biggest like
Mm.
problems when it comes to COVID, and it's one of the most scary pre-existing conditions to have, and it's one of the reasons Americans are dying. And so, as someone who sees the benefit of physical activity in my own life, I also think that it's important, like everybody during quarantine doesn't neglect that, and I think it's so important. And like just you don't have to have a gym. You really could do stuff at home. You really could do a workout video on YouTube or something like that. So
Yeah. I want to ask you, who would you consider to be a hero during this time? Tough question. I know there's a lot of
mm,
them.
I'd say I think that this is corny, but like honestly, every doctor and nurse who's on the front line, and also like not a lot of people talk about this, but I feel like the people who are working in retail, the people who are working in grocery stores, they're putting their lives on the line too, and we need them for society to continue to function. And so, I'm so happy that they're like
Yeah,
be continuing to do what they do, and I'm so grateful for them
yeah,
as well.
I totally agree. Yeah, thank you for recognizing those people. I want to thank you for connecting with me today and chatting with the Hall Metropolis and doing the work that you do on TikTok. I want to wish you good luck with everything that you do. And if there's anybody watching who's interested in sharing their story, please connect with the Halal Metropolis via social media. Thank you, Ray, so much.
Thank you for having me, man. Take care.
Bye.
Stay safe.